Hey, hey Ryan, how you doing?
Hey man, I'm doing great.
You're
What
watching
can I do
Jameson
for you?
Lipton. Okay, yeah, continue.
I'm good, man. It's good to be talking to you.
It's good to
And
see you in a screen
yeah,
instead of the outside world that we did before, man. That was funny.
absolutely. We just got back from a photo shoot.
We got some bloopers here. Roll it.
The lights didn't come on, Jimmy.
I counted to three, bro.
The lights didn't come on. You
Bro,
wait.
turn on the lights.
I did.
Oh my god.
It's
Yeah, came out great.
Amazing, amazing. I almost drowned, right? Our friend, right, from Inspector Lipton, he was supposed to be recording, and he said he told me he's like, man, if I was a director, I'll be doing so good. He told me three different things, right, to
Oh,
do.
so much shit.
So much shit, and then never told me at the first part. He's like, Jamie, what are you doing? I told you this. You never told me to stay down in the water for 3 seconds and then wait for the light, and then after 5 seconds. All right, Ryan. So what are we doing?
So today we are going to be robbing every single convenience store on the map.
And a rip.
It's gonna be. I have it all mapped out in my head. Totally know where we're going.
Of course.
You're gonna be the person dotting down the waypoints. We're gonna start with the city, and then once we get all the ones in the city, we're gonna start from this left, go all the way around, get all the convenience stores, circle around the city, and then exit onto the highway.
Of
Get
course.
all the convenience stores up there.
Yes, sir.
Um, so there is a reason that you asked me to come on this episode.
Oh yeah, there is a reason. I forgot.
I have the story for
Oh yeah, you do have a story. You told me about. You were gonna tell me something about the Acid King. Can I hear that, please?
you. The Acid King.
Yes.
Uh, the story of Ricky Tassa, the Acid King himself. Well, it's a complicated tale. We have the time to discuss it, so I might as well get into the gritty details.
Indeed, indeed,
In the
indeed.
1970s, I believe 1971, there lived a 18-year-old kid by the name of Ricky Tassa.
Ricky.
Ricky Tassa. And his whole MO was acid. He loved doing acid. It was the 70s. Everyone loved doing acid, but he loved it the most. To the point where the acid started talking to him, telling him to do certain things. And at one point he said to himself, I'm gonna start grave robbing every Sunday. So
Yeah.
every Sunday he would go down to the local graveyard, dig up graves, and steal skulls from people's
Fuck.
graves.
Don't get on.
This guy was a big fan of the heavy metal, of the death metal.
Really.
Yeah, a large perusers of it. He had tons of vinyls, just lining his walls. Always was a big fan of heavy metal.
That's nice.
So, at some points when he was on acid, he felt that the songs were telling him to do these things, so he had no reason to question. But he would bring some friends along with him. And when I was reading the story, they didn't tell me what the friends' names were, but they went with him on basically every endeavor he could really make.
Yeah, they don't matter in the story either way.
Yeah. One day, Ricky gets caught stealing from graves, and they bring him to an asylum, and his parents see him there, and they're like, we want a full mental evaluation on our kid. We need to know if he's crazy or not. Why is he stealing this shit from these dead people? Why is he stealing skulls? He passes it with flying colors.
Oh fuck! I'll keep going. Drive.
It's okay. It's okay. He passes it with flying colors. He's completely sane for now. They have no reason to believe that he is a completely sane kid. So he gets released. Comes back to his hometown. Now pay attention, because this is where the whole thing sours and kind of gets a bit fucked up. I'm gonna pick you up. So he's at a party, and he has this large jacket on. He passes out, and this kid, 17-year-old Gary Lowers, he sneaks up on him, steals his dust, his acid, He steals 10 tabs from them.
10 tabs?
And Ricky is just completely out of it. He's just zonked out of his mind, so he doesn't notice at all. He's just lying down in a big armchair. Comes to, realizes he got all his dope is gone. So it's not a big town. People have big mouths, so he kind of fishes around until he figures out who took his acid.
Yeah.
Figures out it was Gary Lowers, his two buddies that he goes grave robbing with. Track him down, beat him pissy. One of them's like, "Yo, Ricky, do we pound him for the loot, or do we just hang out with this guy? Take acid, fuck around." But the thing is, he has 5 tabs of acid. He took the other 5. So this guy's completely zonked too at this point. So they take him into the woods, and they all do acid. They do what's called the black circle, where everybody just does acid. And then Casso kind of freaks out, pulls out a knife, has his friends hold down Gary, and he just starts stabbing him over and over again. I believe it was some 37 times he was stabbed.
Really?
All the while he was getting stabbed, Ricky was just saying to him, "Say you love Satan. Say you love Satan," over and over and over again, telling him to say you love Satan. He never said it, but what he did say is that he loved his mom, and he's gonna miss his mom when he's dead. And he did die. He got his eyes gouged out as well.
Damn.
Unfortunately. It's all a true story. You can look it up.
No, I know some fucked up shit, bro. Like, you remember the story that I told you about the kid? I already said it in another video. I don't need to say it again, but it's a fucked up story. There's so many fucked up people in the world, bro.
But that's not it.
Yeah, bro.
The story keeps going. He is so proud of his work, Ricky is, that since he killed the kid, that he takes people into the woods in order to show them his corpse.
Really?
Gouged out eyes, stabbed 37 times, corpse, just lying there in the woods. He said one time on the walk back from the place where he stabbed him, a crow spoke to him. It was Satan in the form of a crow telling him, "Good work. Bring more people to the woods next time."
More deaths.
And then some kid feels bad about, this kid being dead, so snitch on him. He goes back to the mental hospital. They don't even need to do the psych evaluation. This guy's insane. Gets charged for manslaughter.
Manslaughter.
And murder. And a bunch of other shit, grave robbing charges as well. And yeah, he hung himself with his bed sheets 3 days later in his room.
I mean, being in a mental hospital would be kind of fucking crazy, man. Like, I mean, I feel bad for the people who are not crazy, man. People who are, like, wrongly accused and, like, have to do that. I mean, I would kill myself, too, to be honest, if, like, I was in that state. But, I mean, he had a reason to.
It's a fucked situation to be in.
Yeah, man.
But here's the question. Do you think it was him, or do you think it was the acid?
I'd say it's like partly him, but I feel like he had a fucked up childhood to kind of say it, so he kind of brought those bad thoughts to reality. So I mean, I say like it was the acid who kind of brought it up, but truly he had a dark personality in the end. Like truly, just
nobody knows what his deal was. No one really knows what his life was.
Really.
There wasn't like much coverage of this story. There wasn't much coverage in the media of his life because back then it was all about media consumption, and kind of the boogeyman of that part of history was music. So
oh yeah,
the media for him doing that was his death metal record, telling him to do that.
That's another thing. Yeah.
They didn't blame that. They didn't blame it on his past. They didn't blame it on the acid. They didn't blame it on his friends. They blamed it on the music he listened to. They blamed it on Metallica.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, that's how like people like turn to. Like they don't want to blame the people who they love. They want to blame the things that they get influenced. But at the end of the day, right? A gun doesn't kill a person. A gun helps to kill a person. A person kills a person, right? A gun helps to kill a person, right? And then people say, oh yeah, the gun killed them, but no. No, people don't say that. People don't say like, oh yeah, the gun killed them. No, a person killed a person. Falls the same way. It's like,
People want a scapegoat.
yeah,
They don't want to believe that evil people exist, but they do. They're out there.
out there.